Okay, folks, this is part 2 for the spaghetti squash that I'm making, and it's really easy to make. So I'm going to drain. I put it in the oven for about 400 degrees, and I let it cook for about 45 minutes. It takes a while to cook, so with a little bit of water, and then I put a little oil, and I seasoned it a little bit. So with some salt, just salt. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and drain the liquids. I'll go ahead and I'm going to reserve them because I may use some of the liquids. So you want to keep it just in case if it's not completely cooked. So I'm just flipping this over. And it's so easy to make, I'm telling you. Save your parchment in your foil so you don't have to use another one. And then I have this mozzarella cheese. It's fresh mozzarella. You can find it at your local store. I had it in the freezer, so I thawed it out in the microwave. And it's it's really good. You could use the dry mozzarella. I like the fresh mozzarella, so I'm going to use it for this dish. So I'm going to take these two beautiful, nice squash. Yeah, it came out pretty nice. And you don't need such a large pan. By the way, this pan was my mother's. She gave it to me many years ago. I've used the pan. She had a couple. She's had them, since the 1950s and or maybe 60s. I don't know. And I like when I make my tamales. I kind of stack up my tamales in these pans. I cherish these pans. So they're kind of old, but you know what? They're wonderful. They're great. So. She's been using them, so I've been using them. They're aluminum, and must have been some really good aluminum back in those days, because this works really well. So, okay, so I'm going to start off by seasoning it. But before I season, I take a fork. This is what I do. And I just loosen up. See, that's already coming off. I just kind of loosen up the... because I want all the seasonings to go inside. Yeah, inside the squash. I just poke it and just kind of loosen it up. So, and that's, you see, it's really cooked. It's thoroughly cooked. And if you need to put a little bit of more liquids on the inside, then by all means do it. Let's try it. That's so good. It's delicious. So I just kind of loosen it up. You don't have to, but I do. And then I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of salt, more salt to that. Just a little bit, just sprinkle it. You don't have to if you don't want to, if you're watching your salt intake. Just a little bit. Some pepper. I want some nice seasonings there. And then I have an herb de Provence. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and drizzle just a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. This is just straight extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to go ahead and just spoon a little bit because I want that buttery flavor in there. So without the butter. You could put some butter in there if you'd like. So, but I'm going to make this without the butter. And then I have 21 seasonings, and I'm going to put that in there as well. And it's just to flavor it up. And this 21 seasonings has exactly that, 21. But the herb de Provence has basically has thyme, marjoram, savory, rosemary, basil, sage, and lavender. So I'm going to go ahead and just take a nice, that looks like a teaspoon, and just kind of rub it and then kind of spread it out. Oh, it smells so good. I'll put another one. I like having my my spaghetti squash nice and herby. And this is where it gets really fun. So I took I have some organic roasted garlic pasta sauce. Since the pasta sauce is already in there, I'm going to go ahead and use it. So I'm just going to go ahead and pour some of that pasta sauce in there. You could just pour it in, you could just put it in the oven without this pasta sauce if you don't want it. But this is how I do it. And you could do this in advance, and you could take it to lunch on your work days, and you'll enjoy it. Okay, so I'm done with this. Put this aside. And then I did my 21 seasonings. I got salt and pepper. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some Parmesan cheese. I'm telling you, this is so good. It's so delicious. And it's healthy. And the family will love this. And you could do this for like a side dish, or you could just use it for a main entree. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and get some of my fresh mozzarella and just kind of put some over like that. This is so, I did this for my family. I did this for my son and and the kids, and well, I did it for the kids and my son's kids, and they loved it. And then Mama had some, their mom had some, and they enjoyed it as well. And then what I'm going to do, see, that looks nice, and go ahead, I'm going to loosely put this on, just loosely, just so that, and then I'm going to bake it. I'm going to go ahead and put it about 375. I'm going to bake it for about a good another 30 minutes, 25-30 minutes, and I'm going to, the last 5 minutes, I'm going to remove it so that the top can become caramelized. So, and then, this seems like this might have 3 parts after all. So, I'm going to put that in the oven. I'll show you what it looks like when it gets out, and it's going to be yummy. There's going to be a final video. Can you tell I'm kind of getting worn down here? So anyways, okay, I'll see you soon, and yeah, okay, I'll see you soon. I'll show you what it looks like soon, okay? All right.